Okay.
Laminate look just like wood to go inside of here. And then power clean this wall, because the wall is nice, but just the power clean. You know the gun that you rented?
Yeah, we got a nice power washer.
Yeah, nice power washer. Power wash that. Let's put this piece somewhere so it can be glued back down there, because it go right here.
So you were just flooring this side,
not this, but from here on back with some like cherry wood or something like that, oak wood. It'll look real nice on that green. Yeah, wood match the door. Look nice on that green.
Okay.
Cool?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so moving along to we'll do the other side of the house.
And I think it's a wash and dry that's going in.
Yeah, okay, so.
I mean, not a wash and dry, refrigerator, freezer.
Oh, deep freezer.
Yeah, going out there.
In the garage. But you're going to have enough space for that. Once you pull the car in, you'll still have enough space to go to deep freezer back there.
Right.
So, all right, cool. Let me show you the other side, and then we'll do the basement last. Thanks for coming out on such short notice,
problem.
man. I was thinking, like, I know he going to be booked. I know, you know.
Yeah, no problem.
So, now, this wallpaper, right?
Yeah.
Do you think it's smarter to, because it can be peeled off, but do you think it's smarter to peel it off or do new drywall? Because new drywall is pretty simple.
Yes, the tough thing with taking wallpaper off is the adhesive that stays on the drywall. Is really difficult to get off.
I know. So what about your professional opinion? Do you think it's better to sand it, or do you think you need to just go ahead and throw something else?
I think new drywall is by far the best way to go. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we did a office and tried just to get the drywall. I mean, get the wallpaper off, and it was just a mess because you. Once you start painting, all those imperfections show up.
Yeah. I did my house. I had the walls with the wood behind them, so I had to keep busting it down, tear it all down, then put new stuff up. So.
Right.
But all this is gonna come out, which is a good thing.
Now, did you guys sound like you had a layout in mind? Did you have something drawn up already, or that's just in your mind right now?
Well, yeah, it's in my mind.
Okay,
but I was
all right.
She said that your son.
Oh yeah, we do the 3D, right.
So
Okay, what it was is that the refrigerator, I want the refrigerator to go here, all that's cabinet.
Oh, okay.
This I'm debating on, at one time I was thinking about knocking this off so that you could see
into the living
room.
Or the dining.
Okay.
Yep.
But
so you can do a flat top.
Thinking,
you can do a flat top stove here. When you do you can put another cabinet here.
The Lazy Susan is going to be.
Yeah.
But that's just a thought. So
right.
I don't know if this is going to be cabinet right now, or whether this is going to be. Well, the cabinet still will still be here, but whether it's going to be an opening between those two rooms. That's something that I was thinking about too.
Yep.
So that you can
open it
actually see it. Yeah.
Yep.
So look.
Yeah.
So the best thing to do. No cabinets right here. Just open a hook. You're gonna open it up. You might as well open that whole wall up. Ain't no point in opening no circle because you got a flat top here. If you cook right here, that's grease. All that's popping on that other side. So there's no point in putting a stove here and you're gonna open this up and not have a black backsplash for a stove. The stove needs to go inside the island. That's what I was saying. If you plan on opening this up, you need a backsplash for that stove. Because you cook with grease, water, it's going to be popping on that other side, and that's what you don't want. Because it's going to spill down the wall. And there's no way to not cook. There's no way to cook and not, you're going to have to clean that wall every time you turn the stove on because it's going to pop over there. Okay. So it's best to put the stove inside the middle of the island. You're going to have additional space. Maybe this much space. No one will sit there while you eat. While you're cooking, no one will sit there and eat. But you can have this countertop, the stove in the middle of the room. If that makes sense. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Yeah.
What I was saying.
Because if you cut it open.
This is not here.
This ain't on here. It's gonna be an island.
Okay, this is the island, and you're saying that the countertop the stove then is a part of the island.
Part of the island. And you're gonna cook on this side. This side is where you're gonna do all your cooking and, you know, pots and pans and all that.
You gotta show me that. That's, I mean, it sounds good, but I
But you
need
see what
to
I'm saying? But that's only if you gonna open that wall up.
We can end up
Right.
drawing out some proposals that you can look at, you can actually
Right.
see it. But the ideal, if you are trying to take this wall down to make that a social interaction area,
Yeah.
yeah, Eric's right, you don't want a stove.
On that
The
side.
cooking is one thing, but it's also, when you have a socially interactive space, you don't want a
You don't wanna
stove
mix
that
that.
people are kind of sitting around,
Exactly.
right? Because if you do open that, you can have a chairs on the other side that people from there can sit
Can see exactly.
and
Yeah, it can be like a bar setup
Yeah.
on that side too.
Yeah.
Like you cut this wall out, right?
Yep.
You're gonna put a stove right here. But then on that other side, nobody ain't gonna want to sit their
Right.
back up against the stove.
right.
That makes sense? You about to open this wall up here.
If you open that wall, it's probably good to keep that like a social gathering area,
Keep it a social gathering.
more than
area.
cooking. But if you didn't open the wall, you could leave it there.
Now another thing, you can still open that wall up, and you can still open the wall up and have a little counter space here. But then with that stove being here, it would be a whole lot better. Or the stove being here next to the refrigerator. You do the refrigerator, you do a little space here. Turn around. You do the refrigerator here. You got a little space here. You got the stove right here, and you still got a full island right here where you can sit and do whatever you want to do. And that wall is open. So let's say it again. You got your
Yeah. I want to see this. Go on, say it, say it.
You got your sink right here. Your dishwasher gonna be right here. Let's not mess
And
with the plumbing.
this is, this is not the size dishwasher I want though.
Okay,
I can tell you that now.
that's cool.
This is small, I want the
So you
same
got it.
size I had.
So you got a dishwasher, you got a sink here.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna put counters here, but you're gonna bust this whole wall open. And you still got counter space. This is all counter space, you busting that open. None of this cabinets needs to be here if you gonna open this up. Cabinets can be here, here,
Well, I'm taking away
over the
cabinet.
stove.
Well, when